Welcome to the Happenstance Chef. On this episode, we are going to be making delicious French fries from scratch. Before we get started, be sure to like, feel free to comment, and subscribe to the channel because that means a lot. I always promise you great content. You might even get some laughs, and hopefully you'll get some tips for your kitchen. Once upon a time, I lived in the great Midwest in the great state of Illinois. And in the community which I lived, they had an annual garage sale. So everybody put their goods out and people came from all over, all the other counties to see what people were selling. Well, I decided to make French fries so that people would be able to have a snack. Well, soon we were packed and I actually ran out of potatoes. And somebody said, well, what's your secret of French fries? And I said, I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you. I'm using russet potatoes, and what I've done is I've soaked these in cold water and put them in the refrigerator for an hour. You can leave them in there even longer, but I did want to show you here, and I'm using one of my favorite Miyabi knives. So how you want to cut these so that you can cut them thin or thick. Just remember, if you're cutting them thin, they'll take less cooking time in the fryer. Thick will take more. But so I just lay it out like this. Whoa, and try it and miss my finger. So they're about this size. So this was in there as well. Then I'm going to take a handful, right? I am going to pat these dry. Well, more than pat. I'm going to squeeze these dry. Okay, so we're going to make this small batch for now. And now that I've dried these all off, I'm just going to throw these onto this tray here. And now here's this first part of the secret, which is I've got these spread out. Now I'm just, because I want some extra crispiness, right? So I'm just going to dust these with a little cornstarch. Some people salt at this point too, but I'm trying to cook healthy. So we'll add salt according to taste at the end when they come out. And put them into the basket, spread them evenly, drop them into the fryer. I'm going to give them about 60 seconds because the secret to great French fries is double frying, double dipping. So I'm going to give them about 60 seconds. Okay, so I can see that these are floating to the top. I was given these lovely, I guess they're porcelain French fry cups a number of years ago. They've never been used. So we're using them for the first time. Okay, so now I'm going to pull them out. You can see they're kind of done, but not. I'm going to give them a moment to drain. Okay, and now back in. And I'm going to give it another minute or so. Actually, what I want to do now is I'll wait till the tops are crispy and golden brown. Been a dilemma of mine what to do with frying oil, how to properly dispose of frying oil. So I'm going to put a link below that you can click on and find out how to safely dispose of frying oil or even recycle it. Okay, so I'm bringing them out. I'm going to pour these out on here.
Can people do the same thing to make sweet potato fries? Can they use like a yam?
They can use a yam, yep. It would take a little longer because in my experience, sweet potatoes or yams, they're two different things. Sweet potatoes or yams are denser. Okay, I think these could have been a little crisper. And
Crispier?
Crispier, yes. Because they seem a little soggy, but yeah, I could have left them in there a little longer. Tell you what.
We got some floppy boys.
Let's just throw these back in.
Wait, so we might invent a new fry.
There's some
triple
treasure.
fried.
Triple fried. Yeah, triple fried. Why is everything that tastes so good supposedly so bad for you?
I don't even know if it's supposedly. It is. Like, it is categorically bad for you. You can't use air quotes.
Well, you know what? I'm using canola oil here.
Why is cocaine bad for you?
Is cocaine bad for you?
Yeah, it's bad for you.
You don't have to tell me, Andrew. I lived through the 80s. Didn't have a problem with that. So just for you, decided to make a second go at this and really pay attention. And we're going to give them a due amount of fry time, which is probably going to be maybe 2 to 3 minutes once and 2 to 3 minutes again. And there we go. We're in. All right. These have been in about 3 minutes. Pull them up. Let them drain. Let them stop talking. Listening for the squeak. And back in until they're golden brown. When I was 14 and old enough to work, I worked a fryer at Steel Pier behind the counter in Atlantic City. I didn't break out at all. But then I got a job as the guy filling the candy machines in Steel Pier. There were like 30 of them. I could eat as much candy as I wanted. I ate a ton of Reese's peanut butter cups. I broke out like crazy. By the way, you can strain and reuse frying oil. It breaks down a little more each time you use it, but you'll be able to tell by the smell how pure the oil is. All right, look at those. Oh yes, 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 yes. Okay, gonna throw some salt on here now. So before I taste it, what's your verdict?
Those are good.
Yeah?
Those are very good.
Nice and crispy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, well, Andrew and I decided to have nothing but French fries for lunch.
Jeez.
Thanks for joining us on the Happenstance Chef. Be sure to like, hit that bell if you want to know that when the next episode is coming along. And I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. I'm trying to make great content, give you a lot of fun, and share a lot of tips for you to be the great home chef that I know you can be. Thanks for joining us.
Delicious.